And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we first quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 31 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run left with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After one, our score, 12-6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Pollard. The tackle made by L.J. Ford. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. Pollard.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They Reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Pollard going to try the right side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to throw now. Prescott dancing to his left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Final play of the half. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
On second down, it's Pollard. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give here to Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Flush to his right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And Jackson throwing once more, being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as they Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Off the option, here's ETN. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVista Chenault, a 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Out to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville. And Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Arnold.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A give, it's Etienne off the option. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. A first down and more, Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Steps away, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. About
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. To throw is Prescott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Dak. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Prescott.
Dancing to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken